What a day in the market today. What a bloodbath. The SPY and the QQQ breaking massive levels of support on the daily time frame, and we have officially broken to the downside. In this video, I want to go over what happened because we did have the FOMC economic projections and the FOMC statement and the Fed interest rate. So I want to go over that news and go over the overall market, because now we are in a very weird space where SPY might now be turning from a symmetrical triangle to potentially a descending triangle on the daily time frame. So I want to go over the technical analysis and all of that, so make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and let's get started in this video. So we had the news today, which I kept you guys prepared from the video that I made 2 days ago. We really had this coming, and it was really a hit or miss. I did have SPY calls and Tesla calls, and I lost on that. But then today we had that just hit before the market closed. So the news was that the Fed is keeping the rates and they're not bringing it down. So again, one of the ways that the Fed controls the economy is by interest rates. So if you raise interest rates, it is harder to borrow money. So there is more pressure in the economy, because if it is harder to borrow money, there is less money in the economy, and less money equals less activity in the economy. So we still have that pressure, and not only that, they are saying that they might be raising it one more time this year. So the pressure is still there to bring inflation down. Even though inflation is starting to come back down, the pressure is still there. And a future catalyst that we are going to be waiting for is the Fed pivot. So I'll probably make a whole video on that. So a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the economy. If you guys don't understand this, I would watch this video by Ray Dalio on the economy machine, and it really goes over. It's a 31-minute long video. I would recommend this video to really understand what's happening and what raising the interest rate means and how the Fed controls the inflation. So that is the overall fundamental catalyst and news that we have to keep in mind for. Again, once we're watching technical analysis and the chart may look good, but at the end of the day, we did have this news and catalyst that broke this chart to the downside. The chart did look bullish, but now we broke to the downside because of this news, and that is just something that you have to be prepared for, and that is why I really stress on the economic calendar and watching it every single week. So let's go over the SPY. The SPY had a nice symmetrical triangle, but we broke that to the downside. Now if I take a look at the chart, we are starting to form a nice descending triangle. So we're taking a look at here. We also have potentially a head and a shoulder. So we have our shoulder, our head, and our shoulder. So a descending triangle is bearish if it breaks to the downside, and we have a head and shoulder, which is also a bearish pattern. This just does not look good psychologically. So one thing to really keep in mind is that tomorrow we have more room to the downside, price target being 432. So this area is going to be a great area to play calls on. This is also the same setup on Apple stock. So Apple stock also has this setup with a nice descending triangle. So for SPY calls, I'm taking a look at calls at the level of support at 432 to play a nice bounce. So if tomorrow is another red day, I'm taking a look to scalp. So you can scalp futures, or you could do a nice day trade, same day expiration ODTT. So you can play the bounce on the 5-minute time frame, just a day trade. So this is what I am taking a look at for SPY, and this is now the current setup to the downside. Now QQQ looks even worse because we had this massive level of support for the QQQ and we broke that. So taking a look at QQQ, we had this massive level of support, and we just broke that to the downside, which is not looking good anymore. We also had the symmetrical triangle, but for QQQ, we also do kind of have a descending-ish triangle, but again, the same setup with the head and shoulder. So it really is looking dangerous right now for the SPY and the QQQ. Do we have more room to the downside? And that is a big concern, especially since we are approaching all-time highs right here. What do you guys think? So Tesla, we're kind of filling this gap down below, but just like any other stock, you know, SPY and QQQ matter the most. So once I'm watching SPY and QQQ, I'm watching Tesla for shares. Next, we have Roblox. So I am in Roblox, 25 shares. I got mine right at $27. And Roblox is right around this level of support, so I want to buy in more 4 shares, again with a tight stop loss on the weekly time frame. So tomorrow I'm looking to accumulate more Roblox shares. I only got 25, which is around $600, so I'm going to buy more, 25 more, but then I'm going to have that very strict stop loss on the weekly time frame below $25 on the weekly time frame. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Very simple video. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and see you guys later.